Hi everyone, so the Midwinter Blight event is live, and today I spent like 6 hours non-stop farming this event to try to find the best route for you guys. So I came up with this here. I have this also linked in the description. There's a link to this image. This is my masterpiece here that I made with paint earlier. But basically I tried to figure out which of the events in Fracture Peaks can actually spawn the new Midwinter Blight events, which are the green circles, and which one cannot, which is the red circles. Now there is maybe a slight chance that some of the red circles can do it, but it seems like there is kind of like a systematic where each of those like structure based, like, you know, fortresses and like these graveyards and this kind of stuff, all these event locations don't seem to have any Midwinter Blight events attached to them. So there's like some here, then there's Corvalar up there, these kind of things. Here on the right is obviously the world boss. And it seems like there's also a few like open area events, in particular the one here above Yelesna that doesn't have one, and here next to Kyowa on the bottom left. But basically every single event in Fracture Peaks can actually have these new Midwinter Blight events, which is really nice. They don't always guarantee them, but I was basically just like running from event to event all the time, trying to farm this as much as possible. And with my strategy, I was able to gather roughly 45 to 50 Midwinter proofs per hour. So if you look at this here, I have like 290 now. I spent a bunch on like trying stuff, but in around like 6 hours or so, I found like 300 plus of these. So that is a pretty good number. And if you look at the shop, you need a total of 440 of these like Midwinter proofs to get all of the back attachments and then all of the weapon transmogs. So the back attachments are 1 per class for 50, and then like it's like 30, 20, 20, 20, 20, etc. So this is kind of the cost here. And if you don't want all of them at once, you can actually farm this for much less. And this means also you can like really stock up on this Gillian's Brew here. This is a really powerful potion. You definitely want to try to get some of these for, you know, either leveling your alts later on or for Abattoir of Zir. I think this is going to be very important for a lot of builds. So with this strategy, yeah, around up to 50 an hour or so. I was not really farming on the best build ever. I was playing this on a charged bolts sorceress that I just cooked up myself. So there's not even ball lightning or something. So this could be better because, as you can see here, the Red Cloaked Horror actually does live for a little while, and you can definitely speed this up a bit more. But yeah, this is the route here. Basically, you start out here in Yelesna, and then I go kind of like a anti-clockwise circle, skipping this one here at the top because it's just too far away. And then from down here, we teleport over to Nostrava, I believe. So this is down here in the corner, no, in the Vesk, sorry. And from here we do a clockwise circle, going all the way up here to Menistad, and then down again around Kyowa up to like the campaign starting point, like the hut here, and then we repeat. So this is kind of the route I was taking. I heard from some people that this is not necessarily as efficient as the one I was doing, because if you're playing on softcore, there might be more people, there might be other people doing these events, so you may either kind of like run into an ongoing event, or there might just not be anything there, and you definitely want to grind out those events as much as possible. So the best event to get is the Blighted Revelry. This is the one that spawns the Red Cloaked Horror. So I can show you this one. This is the one with the bonfire basically here. So you have these dancing fallen guys, and then you have to activate the thing. The way to do this is you activate it, and then you destroy 4 of those frigid husks, and you leave 1 alive until around 20 to 15 seconds left, and you can just grind out those monsters for like almost 2 minutes. And this way, this nets you almost free Midwinter proof on 1 single event, as long as you also kill the boss. So like after this is over and you master the event, when you destroy the last husk, you get this Red Cloaked Horror coming down, and this is how you get 1 extra proof. So this is the most efficient event just for the time spent. It's pretty good. It's like roughly 1.5 Midwinter proofs per minute basically. So this is definitely worth it. And then there are 2 other events. One is the Waves of Darkness here. This is what you can see now. There are some Waves of Darkness events that are not Midwinter events, but basically all of those green circles have those. But for example, there can be a Waves of Darkness event here above Yelesna, the red one. So this is a fake one. This is not the real one. You're looking for those that have these little fallen dudes. Basically, there's those blighted monsters at the start as well. You see here, there's these blight fiends. This is the right Wave of Darkness event. this is also a pretty good one. This is like basically the next in line, together with there is another one called Frozen Alive event. So I'm gonna try to find one of these examples here. That is also here. So we have to protect the villagers. So this is also kind of like on the same level as the Waves of Darkness event, giving you roughly like 1.5 Midwinter proof for around 1 minute of work or so. So this is the best events, and basically everything else you just skip. Basically whenever there is like a wayward soul or these kind of events or a caravan, I just activate them and run away so that they will respawn eventually, and I just go to the next one. So I kind of like just leave them there because they don't give you any of those Midwinter proofs really, or maybe like very, very tiny amounts of those fragments. So basically those 3 events, Blighted Revelry, Frozen Alive, and the Waves of Darkness, those are the only events that really matter. Apparently there's also like some of them like random villagers that you can find, but then don't really give you like anything super special, just like some items. Personally, I've actually kind of like not found any of them, or at least not consciously seen any of them, but they might also be like some nice little extra on the way. But yeah, this is the route I hooked up here. So that I hope that this helps you out if you want to farm up the Midwinter Blight event. So as I mentioned, this is going to be linked in the description as a screenshot, and hope that everyone is going to have a jolly time farming this. Hope you enjoyed this video here, and see you guys next time.